Malcolm, Act 4, Scene 3, from Macbeth. Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good, truth, and honour. Devilish Macbeth by many of these trains have sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from all the credulous haste. But God above, deal between thee and me, for even now I put myself in thy direction, and unspeak mine own detraction. Here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself, for strangers to my nature. I am yet unknown to women, never was forsworn, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than in life. This was my first false speaking I laid upon myself. For what I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Whether indeed before thy here approach, old seaward with 10,000 warlike men already at a point was setting forth. Now, altogether, and chance of our goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent? Skinlad, from Road, by Jim Cartwright. He opens his eyes. He sees you. He wants to tell you a story. He drifts back on the eyes of his memory. Back. And I'm the lonely skinhead again, jogging away every day to be the best, Oh, and the press-ups, the sit-ups, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and you gotta be fit to fight, as I do, every Saturday night on the weekends when my boys fight. You don't know nothing about fighting. Nah. Should I tell you about what happened last week? Nah. I'll show you. I was leaving the disco, last man to leave. I was talking to Mickey Ish with the bouncer when I saw them. Skins, London boot boys, skinheads. Some sitting, some standing. I moved off to the right. Hey, get it, come here! I looked up to the moon. I heard the pattern fall of the Doc Martens, the scuffle down the walls. I closed my eyes. And as they moved in, I moved out. And I felt their breath. Yeah! Lifted one man by the chin. Could you believe it? Oh, magnificent. They were scattering. Had one man between calf and thigh. Dragged him a pace. Nutted. Blurred my fingers back to pierce out his eyes. And from the corner of my eye, I saw a figure there standing like a pale ghost in the night. Seemed like I'd known him my whole life. He was just standing there, laughing at me. I sprang. By the time I moved off, he'd already gone. No, I saw him. He moved off into a blind alley. He was mine now. He was mine. I moved in to strike. My fist was like a golden orb in a wet night. I moved in true and clean and beautiful with a twist of the fist on the out. Poor bastard was smiling at me. His eyes shone like 2 diamonds in the night. And he said to me, "Over to you, Buddha." Now, I only read the Dharma. When the men at work pass over the pornography, I pass it on, and I continue with the Dharma. And when my mother makes me chips, eggs, and bacon in the morning, I push it towards the salt cellar, and I continue with the Dharma. When the men on the bus push, I ignore them, and I continue reading the Dharma.